But of course the men's football team and all of the sports team here at the University of Nottingham do a lot with different charities and different campaigns. There's also a big push in men's mental health, and we'll talk about that more next. Now, as well as a big celebration of football, and obviously I've mentioned we've got a DJ, it's a party atmosphere, it's a sold-out crowd. There are fundraising activities going on. They've been fundraising here for Movember, both around the stadium tonight and also online when people have been buying tickets. And I'm joined now by Duncan Caldwell, who is a men's mental health ambassador here at the University of Nottingham Sport. Tell me what that role involves.
Yeah, sure. So my name's Duncan. I'm a men's health active ambassador here for UON Sport. Essentially, we've got the general belief that sport is good for your mental health, and talking about how you're feeling is also good for your mental health. So we pretty much got a sort of chin up, eyes forward approach that, why would we be living miserably when we could be having a good time? 1 in 4 uni students are gonna have an experience at uni where they think that they need to have professional help for something to do with their mind. We think, why not be a bit more proactive in that and work with our mental health all of the time. We all have mental health. We don't necessarily have bad mental health or good mental health. It's just something to be maintained, and sport and talking about it are 2 ways to do that, and that's what we push forward and promote.
Definitely, and I think the thing with mental health is that you can have good mental health and bad mental health, but you don't want to wait until it gets bad to do things that can help it. You want to make sure that your mental health is as good as it can be at all times. And I think being part of a sports team is that kind of thing where obviously these guys now are warming up for a football match, but you're still part of a team, not on a game day. You're still part of a team when you're going to socials. You're still part of a team when you're going around your mates' houses. And actually, it's a great way at university to sort of meet new friends and socialise. It was something that I did when I was at university. And I mean, just having that sort of sense of belonging to something is very important and can increase people's sort of, positivity.
Yeah, no, exactly that, John. Sport in itself is good for you. We know that releasing endorphins gets your hormones going, and it makes you feel good both in your body and your brain. But being part of a team is important in that sense. The boys behind me later on, and all the other sports teams that play at the University of Nottingham, it's a community feel that we're going for. And the fact that you can talk to your mates and you can talk to your people that are around you and look out for each other, it's a big part of why sport is important to people and why mental health is so easily tackled through sport.
Yeah, and obviously after the games, especially on a Wednesday night, I mean, if anyone's been out in Nottingham on a Wednesday night, you're going to know that there's a lot of socialising that goes on, and that's Absolutely. Just one little part of it as well. So what is it that you guys do that can specifically help people who are maybe feeling like their mental health is suffering? Are there sessions or something like that?
So we run sports sessions. There's a few throughout the week for lots of different different sports. The boys in the football team have got involved. They run a Thursday session at 4:30 to 5:30, which is just free football. Just come down and play. But there's a few others that you can find on our Instagram, UON Inclusive Sport. And we also run talk shops, which is essentially just a safe space where male identifying students can group together and talk about whatever they want and however they want for an hour. This is facilitated by the counselling service, but it's not necessarily like a crisis support group. This is just for guys to meet up, have a chat, it's a men's group.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice space, it's a really supportive space, and one that I don't think enough people take advantage of, and one that we're trying to push forwards.
And Duncan, we see a lot about men's mental health. It's a big focus. Men, the statistics show that they don't talk about their mental health anywhere near as much as women. Is there a female equivalent at the university as well?
Yeah, so we've got the Empower programme, which I'm less involved in, but it's focusing around, female empowerment regarding health, mental health, and safety in general. We also are going to be publishing resources throughout the year about how men can look after their own mental health, but also how men can help their female friends with their mental health, and also how women can help their male friends with their mental health.
Thank you very much. Well, Duncan is the men's mental health active ambassador. It's the longest title in the world. It's a few unnecessary words in there. But I've mentioned that sports teams can be great in different ways. It can improve your mental health, it can improve fitness and keep you healthy. But also the sports teams here at the University of Nottingham do some amazing things in the community.